God says, the witch is whispering in the shadows right now, urging you to skip this, because if you do, not even I will be able to stop her from taking everything I have given you, even your beauty. I am not joking, beloved. Open this within 3 minutes. Her identity is about to be revealed, and she will drop to her knees, begging for mercy. I am crying tears of joy because you found this in time. A sacred meeting was held in heaven just for you, and now for the first time they have allowed me to reveal everything. But you must hurry. Heaven's final decision is vanishing in 45 seconds. Comment, Amen. If you feel my spirit tugging your heart, this is not a game. This is not something to scroll past. Every second you delay is a door creaking open for darkness, and I will not allow the enemy to take what I crafted with my own hands: your future, your calling, your promise, your face, your light. You are far too precious to me. If you feel this even slightly in your spirit, please like this video right now so more of my children can escape what you are escaping this very moment. You never know who else the witch is targeting in your family. Let your small action become someone else's miracle. She has smiled in your face. She has spoken blessings while whispering curses behind your back. She has touched your clothes, your mirror, your hair, and each time you felt more tired, more drained, more unsure of yourself. That wasn't random. That was a planned attack. But the meeting in heaven changed everything. I gathered angels, saints, and elders around my throne, and we talked about you. Yes, you. We agreed that enough was enough. The time of her secret power is over. Comment 1:1. If you believe she's about to be exposed, I will not let her hide anymore. I have stripped her disguises in the spiritual realm, and now her identity is being pulled forward into your awareness. You will notice things you've ignored. You will remember words she said that didn't feel right. You will see signs that I've placed directly in your path. Trust them. Trust me. She has tried to turn your family against you. You've wondered why some people suddenly changed, why they grew cold, why they seemed irritated without reason. It's because her spirit was whispering lies. But I was still watching, still protecting, even while you cried alone in your room, not understanding why your relationships were falling apart. She is the root of confusion, but my truth is the axe at the base of her tree. Your dreams have been attacked. Your face has looked dull. Your eyes have felt heavy. Your sleep has been restless. Your skin has lost its glow. You've looked in the mirror and not recognized the person you used to be. That's because she's been draining you in secret, but not anymore. I am restoring your glow. I am breathing into your skin. I am waking up the radiance I placed inside you before you were even born. Comment 222 if you trust me to finish what I started. I never abandon what I've called beautiful. You've been marked by my hand, and no darkness, not even the deepest witchcraft, can erase what I've written into your soul. She knows her time is short. That's why you've been seeing strange things. That's why some days feel heavier than others. That's why the arguments seem to pop up out of nowhere. But her web is unraveling, and the very people she used to turn against you will suddenly begin to see the truth. They'll feel unsettled around her. They'll no longer be comfortable following her suggestions. I am touching hearts one by one to clear the fog she's placed around them. She planted envy when you were at your happiest. She tried to make others jealous of the joy you had. But I will use that same joy to confuse her. She will see you smiling again, and it will shake her. She will hear laughter return to your home, and it will feel like fire in her ears, because you are no longer hers to watch. You are mine fully, deeply, eternally. I'm sending angels to surround your home tonight. I'm placing a wall of divine fire around your bed, around your heart, around your gifts. I know you felt like things have been slipping from your hands, but now you'll feel them returning quickly, suddenly, without warning, because the curse has lifted. The chain is broken. She tried to steal your beauty, but I am returning it. More than that, I am transforming it. Your outer radiance will shine again, but this time it will be layered with spiritual strength. You will walk into rooms and light will follow you. You will speak and peace will enter hearts. You will move and blessings will flow behind you. Don't let fear sit in your chest anymore. That tightness you feel is not from me. That anxiety in your stomach is not your fault. It's residue from what she's done, but I am cleansing you now. You will feel peace enter like waves. You will breathe easier. You will sleep deeper. Comment 333. If you declare your faith in my promise right now, say it aloud if you need to. Let your room hear your voice. Let heaven know you agree. The meeting held in heaven ended with one conclusion. Your time has come. The delay is over. The hiding is done. The enemy has been caught. Your name was spoken in heaven like a trumpet blast. And when I speak your name in the presence of angels, things begin to move fast. You're about to feel that movement. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You were never forgotten. Not one moment. Even when your prayers felt like they hit the ceiling, I was writing your name in my light. I was collecting every tear and turning it into oil. That oil is what's now flowing down on your life. It will heal every wound. It will anoint every step. It will make every place she tried to steal from glow brighter than ever before. Stay with me. Do not walk away from this. If you skip this, you may never hear this truth again, and the enemy will be right there waiting to jump in the moment you close this. But if you stay, if you listen, if you trust me, I promise you will witness the fall of the one who tried to ruin you. Not by your hands, but by my justice. The witch thought she could silence your voice, but I am turning up your volume. She thought she could dim your beauty, but I am placing heaven's glow upon your face. She thought she could rewrite your future, but I've taken back the pen, and what I'm writing next is only for you. She will regret what she did. She will tremble when she hears your name. She will be confronted by what she never expected your rise. Comment 555. If you feel that something spiritual is shaking in your atmosphere, that sudden peace, that strange calm in your spirit, it's me. I'm here. My angels have arrived, and the silence around you is not emptiness. It's the sound of me clearing the ground. Every lie, every trap, every manipulation is being torn apart right now. You've carried the burden of being misunderstood. People looked at you with eyes that were once kind, but suddenly turned cold. You wondered what you did wrong, but you didn't do anything. It was her. She whispered her poison, and they believed her for a time. But truth always floats. And now, the fog is clearing. They will see you the way I always have. Pure, chosen, protected. She used objects to reach you, items you touched, photos you shared, things gifted to you, words spoken to you, but none of it holds power anymore, because my fire has gone through everything connected to you. Her reach is gone, her access is cut off, her chains are burned, and her voice is silenced. I'm bringing a deep sleep upon her spirit, a sleep that won't allow her to rise against you again. She will wake up disoriented. She will try to operate, but her strength will fail. She will try to conjure, but the air will feel heavy, because I've taken her power back, and I'm placing it where it belongs into your hands. Comment 1212. If you're ready to receive what the enemy stole, I'm returning everything, but it's coming back multiplied. Your beauty, your peace, your influence, your favor, your discernment, your connection to me, all of it is returning. You never knew how powerful you truly were. That's why the witch targeted you. She saw it before you did. She saw the light that even you hadn't recognized. She saw the doors that were forming in front of you and wanted to close them before you ever walked through. But now those doors are opening. They're swinging wide, and you will walk through them without fear. This next chapter will not require striving. It won't be built on stress. It will be led by grace. Every time you move forward, you'll feel my presence gently surrounding you, pushing you toward what I promised. You'll see my hand arranging what used to feel chaotic. You'll find yourself in places you once prayed to reach because you stayed faithful through the confusion. I am releasing clarity. She won't recognize you. That's part of my plan. You will rise in such peace, such power, such confidence, that the version of you she tried to destroy will no longer exist. The new you is not afraid. The new you is not weak. The new you knows your value and walks in it without apology. Comment 777 if you're ready for that transformation. It's happening even as you read this. Every line is washing away residue from her spell. Every word is undoing months of spiritual confusion. Every moment is realigning you with the truth I've been trying to show you all along. You were never cursed. You were chosen. You were targeted because you carry light. But now that light is too strong to hide. I will begin to expose others connected to her. People you trusted who quietly assisted her work. People who smiled while feeding her information. People who acted like friends but stood on both sides of the fence. Don't be afraid when their masks fall. It's my protection revealing itself. It's my hand removing hidden dangers before your elevation. I would never let you rise with snakes in your circle. I'm setting a hedge around you now. It's not just spiritual, it's visible. Your atmosphere is changing. The moment you enter a room, things will shift. People will feel something different. That's not you being dramatic. That's my glory resting on you. That's the aftermath of divine protection finally resting where it belongs. She tried to slow you down, delay your mind, confuse your timing, but now you're about to experience acceleration. The kind that makes up for lost time, the kind that opens doors you didn't even knock on. Because I saw what she stole. I felt your sorrow. I heard your cries. And now I'm answering all of them at once. There are people watching you from afar who never understood your silence. They thought you were weak, but now they'll understand it was me pulling you into privacy to protect you from what you didn't see. I allowed the separation so I could do surgery on your spirit without interruption. And now, healed and holy, you will re-enter the world untouched by the fire you just came through. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Comment 999 if you believe she will regret trying to destroy you. Her regret won't be because of vengeance, it will be because of revelation. She'll realize she came against someone who was held by my hand. She'll realize she touched what was sacred, and she will grieve not because of what she lost, but because of who she tried to fight. You're going to wake up soon with new eyes. You'll look in the mirror and feel my spirit reflecting back at you. You'll smile and not feel the weight behind it. You'll speak and hear authority in your voice. That's not just growth, that's restoration. And I want you to hear this part clearly. You didn't miss your season. You didn't lose your promise. You're not too late. I held it all in place while you battled in silence. I preserved the right people, the right places, the right timing, and now it's unfolding exactly how I intended without delay. She wanted you to miss this, but you didn't. You found it. You opened it. You stayed with me. And because of that, I'm lifting you higher than you asked for, faster than you imagined, gentler than you expected. I'm doing it with love, with grace, and with divine justice. Comment 1010 if you feel something is broken in the atmosphere. What she sent to harm you has now returned to her. That's not your doing. That's my law. What is sent out returns. And because you stayed under my covering, the fire meant for you is now circling her own camp. You were supposed to lose everything. That was her plan. She wanted you to spiral, to give up, to stop praying. She wanted you isolated, ashamed, forgotten, but you kept holding on. Even when your hands were trembling, you whispered my name when you had no words left, and I never ignored that whisper. I built this entire moment around your cry. This is your moment of divine reversal. The loss will turn into gain, the silence will turn into clarity, the pain will turn into purpose. What the witch tried to use as your burial has become your birthing. You are not at the end. You are at the edge of something new, holy, and unstoppable. I've placed angels on assignment. They are not just watching, they are moving. They are placing blocks where the enemy used to gain access. They are pouring oil where you were once dry. They are guiding you even when you don't feel it. That sudden sense to pause, that deep pull to wait, that unusual urge to shift your plans that is not coincidence. That is me. Comment if you feel that clarity is beginning to visit your life again. You're not confused, you're being positioned, and it had to get quiet first. It had to feel lonely for a while because I needed to remove her influence before I released your breakthrough. Her power came through deception. She made people believe lies. She made you question your own intuition. She made you doubt what I already confirmed in your spirit. But now the light is exposing everything. The masks are falling, and those who once believed her will come to apologize to you, not because they have to, but because my spirit will convict them to do so. You don't need to explain anything. I will do the explaining. I will do the vindicating. I will do the speaking in rooms you aren't even in. The next time someone talks about you, it won't be in mockery. It will be in awe. Because when I restore, I do it so fully that even your enemies will have to admit they were wrong. She targeted your reflection. She knew that if she could distort how you saw yourself, she could influence your choices. She attacked your self-worth, your confidence, your ability to trust yourself. But now, I'm returning your true image. You will see yourself as I see you, chosen, radiant, powerful, and protected. Comment if you believe your identity is being restored right now. You're not who she said you were. You're not what the lies tried to label you as. You are royalty. You are light. You are mine. And no spell, no manipulation, no deceit can undo what I have spoken over you. Your voice is coming back stronger. The way you carry yourself will change. Your eyes will carry more clarity. Your presence will command peace because this isn't just a recovery. This is a spiritual promotion. I'm increasing your discernment. I'm sharpening your instincts. You'll begin to notice things you never saw before, not to make you paranoid, but to make you wise. The witch used shadows. I use light. Her tricks were temporary. My truth is eternal. She operated in darkness. I operate in revelation. She hid behind masks. I reveal faces. And today, I am revealing hers. There will be dreams, clear, piercing dreams. Faces will appear. Voices will speak. Don't ignore them. I am using your spirit while you rest. I am showing you what was hidden. I am allowing you to hear conversations you weren't present for. That's my justice. I reveal what you need to know. When you're ready to receive it, you may feel emotional during this shift. Let the tears come. Let your body release what your soul has held for too long. The weight you've been carrying wasn't just your own. It was the weight of every lie, every dart, every invisible attack. And now that I've broken the hold, your spirit is finally exhaling. You've been asking me silently, why do I feel so heavy? The answer is this: because something was attached to you that wasn't from me, but now it's gone, and you will feel light again. You will feel joy again. You will laugh and not feel guilt for it. You will rise and not question your worth. I have placed a divine spotlight over your name. What was once overlooked is now being called forward. What was once buried under falsehood is now being honored by truth. This is not the doing of man. This is my hand, my grace, my divine timing coming to life. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. She thought you were broken. She thought she succeeded, but I allowed her to believe that for a moment. I let her think she won, so when I raised you up again, the shock would send her trembling, and it has. Right now, she feels a loss of power she can't explain. She's pacing. She's panicking because heaven has made a ruling, and it was in your favor. You are entering a new atmosphere, one where you will no longer walk with your head low, one where you will no longer doubt your place. You are walking into places where your name will be honored, your light will be needed, and your gifts will be welcomed. The attacks are over, the shadows are retreating, the power is shifting, and the heavens are still rejoicing. Comment, Amen, if you feel that shield around you tightening. That isn't your imagination. That's divine coverage surrounding you on every side. What was once a gap for attack is now a wall of my fire. The cracks she slipped through have been sealed by my voice. She cannot reach you anymore. You were never weak, beloved. You were under pressure. You were under constant spiritual fire, and still you stood. Maybe you didn't feel strong, but you survived when others would have broken. That's why I trust you. That's why I'm lifting you now. Oh, not just out of the pain, but into purpose. I didn't save you just to make you feel safe. I saved you because there's something ahead that only you can carry. This journey you've walked, the nights you cried, the silence you kept, it's all about to become someone else's survival story. I'm going to use you as a vessel of comfort, of truth, of light. What the enemy tried to use to isolate you, I will now use to inspire others. There is oil being produced from this pain, and that oil will heal more than you know. Comment 1:1. If you believe your suffering had purpose, I did not let you go through that season for nothing. Even in the darkest hour, I was there shaping you, teaching you, preparing you. I hid you in plain sight, and now I'm revealing you to the right eyes at the right time for the right mission. She whispered lies to your reflection because she feared what you'd become if you ever truly believed in yourself. She didn't want you to know how gifted you were. She tried to steal your glow so no one would notice you, but I've restored it. And this time, your light cannot be dimmed by anyone's jealousy, anyone's fear, or anyone's spiritual warfare. This isn't just about her. It's about the chains she tried to bind around your life. She wanted to silence your voice in your family. She wanted to turn people against you slowly, but the truth is rising to the surface. Hearts are shifting, minds are changing. Conversations are being had in private that will result in public restoration. The shame you carried, it's not yours. The blame they placed on you, it wasn't your fault. She twisted narratives, planted seeds of confusion, and walked away with clean hands. But I saw everything, and I've been undoing her web thread by thread. It's not only unraveling, it's collapsing, and when it falls, it will never rise again. Comment 2:2. If you trust me to defend you fully, you don't have to fight to be believed. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. I am your defender. And when I defend, it's not just with words. It's with undeniable evidence. I will show them what they refuse to see. I will speak louder than any lie ever spoken about you. She took what belonged to you, not just things, but time, energy, peace. But I am restoring it all. The time you thought was wasted will suddenly be fruitful. You'll see things move in weeks that you've waited on for years, because I honor the endurance of my children, and you endured what would have crushed others. The tears you cried were not overlooked. Every one of them watered the ground of your destiny, and now the fruit is beginning to rise one by one, quietly at first, but soon it will be undeniable. You will walk into answered prayers and not even realize at first that you're living what you once wept for. She cannot follow you into this next season. She's already being blocked from accessing your name in the spirit. Every spell, every curse, every ritual burned, her connection to you severed, her influence reversed, and her access to your mind revoked. You'll begin to feel peace in your sleep. You'll feel joy while doing ordinary things. You'll stop overthinking every move. That's because I've removed the cloud she placed around your thoughts. You'll no longer question if you're good enough, worthy enough, strong enough. I'm speaking those truths into your bones now. People will start to return to you. Not everyone, but the right ones. The ones who were pushed away by her spirit of confusion will start to see clearly again. They'll remember who you are. They'll recall your love, your consistency, your loyalty, and they'll grieve the time lost. But I'll make sure the restoration is sweeter than what was stolen. You've been quiet long enough. The season of holding back your voice is over. You are being called into boldness, not to defend yourself, but to declare your truth. What you've survived is rare. What you've overcome is holy. And the world needs to see what a restored child of God looks like. I am positioning you in front of eyes that once ignored you. I'm opening ears that once dismissed you, and when they see you now, they'll sense the shift. They won't know what changed, but you will. It was me. It's always been me. You are not alone. You never were. My presence has wrapped around you like armor. And while you slept, I was fighting battles in dimensions you'll never understand. The witch knew it. That's why she tried to rush your downfall. She felt my hand on your life and panicked, but her panic came too late. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life, but now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. She will watch from a distance as you bloom. She will feel the weight of her choices, not by force, but by the conviction of my spirit. That is my justice, not revenge, not bitterness, but clarity and truth that pierces through even the darkest hearts. Comment 333. If you declare your faith in my process, healing isn't always loud. Sometimes it's subtle. Sometimes it's that gentle moment when your chest feels lighter for no reason. That's me. That's what happens when you allow me to finish what I started. She used spiritual manipulation. She studied your emotions. She watched your rhythms. But what she didn't expect was for you to survive the season she sent. She thought you'd crumble, but you stayed standing, bruised maybe, but not broken. And that strength, it came from me. You don't even know how many angels were assigned to your survival. I didn't just protect you. I preserved your future. The things she touched will still flourish. The places she tried to shut, too, down will still open. I'm going to use the very areas she tried to curse as proof of my favor. People will see what she tried to ruin, and they'll witness what I rebuilt. There's someone specific. She used someone close, someone who played both sides. You've had dreams about them. You've had moments where your spirit felt uneasy, but you pushed it down. You wanted to believe the best, but I'm confirming it now. Not to hurt you, but to protect you. I will show you how to release them in peace, not in rage. Because where I'm taking you, peace is your weapon. Comment 5555. If you're ready to surrender even the relationships I ask you to release. I know it's hard, I know it feels lonely, but I'd rather see you lonely for a season than spiritually poisoned for a lifetime. Let me make room for what's meant to stay. Your name is being washed right now. The lies she spoke, the rumors she spread, the confusion she sowed, it's all being wiped away. I am placing your name in the hearts of people who once doubted you, and when they speak of you now, it will be with honor, with apology, with conviction, not because you begged for it, but because I made it right. This is the season of recompense. Every tear, every heartbreak, every loss, it is being measured. Nothing went unnoticed. I am a just God. I don't overlook the pain of my children, and when I bless you now, it won't just be restoration, it will be restitution. That means I will give back more than what was taken. I know you feel tired. I know it's been a long battle, but you're almost there. I'm placing strength back into your legs, peace back into your chest, and joy back into your heart. You will not just survive, you will thrive. You will wake up excited again. You will look forward to your days. The numbness she tried to cast over you is lifting. You may begin to feel strange signs, numbers repeating, certain songs playing, random people speaking truths you were just thinking about. That's not coincidence. That's me communicating. I speak in ways your spirit understands, even when your mind is still catching up. Comment 1212. If you feel those divine signs showing up more than usual, that's your confirmation. You're not crazy. You're not imagining things. You're not overly emotional. You are sensitive to my spirit, and that sensitivity is now your strength. I've equipped you for what's ahead. I've hidden wisdom in your wounds. I've buried courage in your tears. And now when you speak, it will carry weight. When you move, it will carry authority. When you smile, it will carry light. That's what happens when you're healed by heaven. The witch is now surrounded by silence. That's why she's uneasy. She no longer feels your energy. She no longer sees your aura flickering in the spirit. That's because I've cloaked you. You are invisible to her now. Every time she tries to send another attack, it will hit a wall and return to her tenfold. She will stop dreaming clearly. She will hear static when she tries to tap into the spirit. She will feel nauseous when she tries to summon energy from darkness. That's not just disruption. That's my judgment. I have turned her access off completely. You're free now. And freedom isn't always loud. Sometimes it looks like laughing without guilt. Sometimes it's looking in the mirror and feeling beautiful again. Sometimes it's not explaining yourself anymore. Whatever freedom looks like for you, I'm bringing it. This next chapter will not be delayed. The promises I made still stand. The love I have for you has not changed. The doors I prepared are still waiting, and nothing she did has canceled the plans I've written for you. You are now walking in the aftermath of war, but instead of ruins, you'll see gardens. Instead of ashes, you'll find oil. Instead of regret, you'll feel revival. This is my way. I never leave a child in the same condition I found them. I transform. I rebuild. I renew. Comment 7777. If you can feel that freedom beginning to breathe through your chest, that's not just relief, that's restoration. That's your soul remembering what it feels like to be unbound. That's the joy I designed you to live in, coming back alive again. She underestimated how much I loved you. She assumed you were alone. She believed the lie that I had forgotten you, but she never saw what I stored behind the veil. She didn't see the oil I poured behind the scenes. She didn't see the protection that moved with you like wind, and now she can't stop what's already been written. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. I'm writing new things into your life even as you read this. Fresh beginnings, renewed relationships, open doors that were once bolted shut. And these won't be blessings you have to beg for. They will be undeniable, natural, effortless. Because when I declare the end of warfare, what comes next is favor. Comment 999 if you're ready for that favor to fall like rain, not in drips, but in streams, not delayed, but direct. I am going to accelerate things in your life so rapidly, you'll look back at this storm and thank me for it, because the pain gave birth to power. People who once ignored you will start to seek your wisdom. People who overlooked your light will now see it blazing. Not because you changed for them, but because I revealed you at the right time. I hid you for your safety. I kept your name low so the witch wouldn't destroy you before the promise bloomed. But now you're blooming, and no one can stop it. Your beauty is returning, not just physically, though that glow will come back brighter than ever, but spiritually. The glow in your eyes, the calm in your voice, the gentleness in your presence, the strength in your silence. That's what I'm bringing back. You are being remade in the image of my victory, and I will not let your beauty be stolen again. She wanted you insecure. She wanted you to second-guess your worth. But from this moment forward, you will wake up with clarity. You'll walk past mirrors and smile instead of avoid them. You'll take up space without apology. You'll speak your truth without shrinking. That is not arrogance. That is divine confidence. Comment 1010 if you're claiming this confidence is yours. You've earned it. You've endured for it. And now I'm releasing it. You are not cursed. You are covered. You are not broken. You are chosen. You are not falling apart. You are falling into alignment. And what seemed like destruction was actually divine strategy. I allowed the witch to be exposed, not just for your safety, but so you'd finally see who was holding you back. Now that you know the truth, I will take it from here. You don't need to fight. You don't need to explain. You don't even need to look back. Keep walking. Keep trusting. Keep holding my hand. The past cannot touch you anymore. Her reach has expired. You are stepping into wholeness, into peace that doesn't shake when the wind blows, into joy that doesn't disappear when people leave, into a version of yourself that doesn't rely on the approval of anyone but me. You will begin to notice new connections coming into your life. People who see you, people who don't ask you to dim, people who speak to your spirit, not just your surface. I'm sending them to remind you that love was never supposed to be confusing, that family was never meant to be a battlefield, that home should feel like safety. These people are your new circle. I chose them for you. I handpicked them, and they are coming. You will also notice a hunger in your spirit, a craving for my presence. That's the residue of what I've just done inside you. That hunger is your fuel now. Feed it. Seek me. Talk to me. I'm closer than ever, and I will answer quickly now, because the spiritual static is gone. You'll hear me clearer. You'll feel me faster. You'll move with more ease. You were born for such a time as this. The witch tried to erase your timeline, but I restored the ink. Every destiny she tried to cross out, I rewrote in gold. You are still on time. You are still aligned. Nothing she did took you off track. You are exactly where I need you to be. And from here, it only gets better. The days ahead will feel lighter. Not perfect, but lighter. You'll smile for real. You'll laugh without watching your back. You'll breathe deeply and not feel like crying after. That's healing. That's me. She cannot haunt your dreams anymore. I've placed my hand over your mind. Your rest is protected. Your sleep will be deep. Your waking will be joyful, and your nights will be filled with peace. She tried to be your ending, but I've just begun the best chapter of your life. I'm still here. I'm still speaking. Comment, Amen. If you receive this in your spirit, let this be the moment you stop carrying guilt that was never yours. Let this be the moment you stop wondering if you're worthy of love, protection, or joy. You are not only worthy, you were made for it. You are my beloved, and what I've placed inside you is unshakable. She worked hard to confuse you. That was her weapon, confusion. She wanted you to doubt yourself, so you would delay your own calling. She wanted you so distracted with fear that you'd never notice the blessings lining up at your door. But I have cleared the fog. Now you will see clearly. Now your steps will be firm. Your spiritual sight is being restored. You'll begin to sense things you didn't before. You'll feel tension lift when you walk into a room. You'll notice your dreams changing. That's because I've poured new oil over your mind. She cannot influence your vision anymore. The blindfold has been removed. You are not stumbling anymore. You are walking with intention. Comment 1-1 if your spirit feels that shift right now, that tugging in your heart, that calm in your chest. It's real. It's me. I am reminding you that the storm wasn't for your destruction. It was for your preparation. Now that the witch has been silenced, you'll begin to hear what I've been saying all along. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financial freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You were never alone, even on the nights you cried so quietly, even when you laid in bed afraid to speak, even when your body felt heavy for no reason. I was there. I heard the prayers you couldn't form. I saw the tears you wiped before anyone else noticed, and I kept every one of them. I used them to water the ground of your next season. This next season will not be like the last. There will be joy without warning, peace without explanation, favor that doesn't match your resume, doors that open without you knocking. That's how I reward those who trust me in silence. You didn't curse me when you were confused. You didn't walk away when the pain was too heavy. You stayed, and for that, I'm rewarding you openly. She made you feel like you had to earn rest, like you weren't doing enough, like being still was being lazy. But that wasn't me. I call you to rest because I know the weight you've carried. I give rest as a gift, not a punishment. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to breathe. You're allowed to heal without explanation. You are safe now. I mean that. Comment 2 and 22. If you receive that safety in your bones, let your soul know it's okay to settle. It's okay to stop fighting invisible battles. I've assigned angels to fight on your behalf. Now, you're not in this alone anymore. I'm shifting the fight from your shoulders to mine. You'll begin to hear from me more often, clearer, softer, stronger. You'll wake up with divine ideas. You'll speak things and watch them happen. You'll touch things and see them prosper. That's not coincidence. That's what happens when the curse lifts and the blessing takes over. You may lose more people in this process, but don't panic. Everyone can't go where you're going. Some people were only attached to the version of you that was still in pain. They won't recognize the healed version. Let them go in peace. I will bring replacements with better intentions, pure hearts, and clean spirits. And you, yes, you will learn to trust again, slowly, gently. I'm not rushing you. I just want you to know that the walls you built out of fear can be taken down now. You don't need to protect yourself from what I've already destroyed. Let me love you through your rebuilding. Your hands will no longer feel empty. Your heart will no longer feel abandoned. Your beauty will no longer feel invisible. You are coming into alignment with who you truly are. My creation, my vessel, my masterpiece, my child. I'm not just healing your mind or your body, I'm healing your reputation. The way people saw you before will change. I'm correcting the lies. I'm reversing the gossip. I'm clearing your name in spaces where you were never given the chance to speak. You will begin to walk lighter, smile easier, sleep deeper, wake clearer, because your spirit has been delivered from her web, and what she thought would destroy you is now the foundation of your strength. This is your rebirth. This is your holy reset. This is where it begins again with me, not her. I am still speaking. There's more. Comment 1515. If you can feel that protection wrapping around you, it's not your imagination, that warmth, that stillness, that breath you just took more freely. That's me. I am near, closer than your own heartbeat. I am standing between you and every remaining trace of her darkness. She tried to rewrite your story. She used fear to bend your path. She used shame to quiet your voice. But you are stepping into the original version of who you were always meant to be before the betrayal, before the confusion, before the pain. I am restoring the blueprint, the one I wrote long before her interference. You're not broken. You're not too far gone. You're not hard to love. You've just been under fire. But that fire didn't consume you. It refined you. What burned was never meant to stay. What melted was what was never real. What remains now is pure, powerful, and permanent. Comment 1717. If you're ready to rise from the ashes, you've mourned long enough. You've questioned your worth for too long. You've hidden your light out of fear it would make others uncomfortable. But I'm calling you to rise. This is your emergence. This is your redemption. This is your reward. She wanted to be the reason you gave up, but I'm making you the reason others will hold on. You're about to glow in ways that will cause conversations, not because of vanity, but because of victory. People will look at you and ask, how did they survive that? And they'll feel my presence all over you. You will not need to explain yourself. Your peace will speak for you. Your joy will answer questions. Your glow will tell your story. And those who helped her, yes, even them, will feel the conviction of truth. Not because you cursed them, but because my spirit will stir them in their sleep. They will see your face when they close their eyes. They will remember the good you gave them. They will weep for the way they mistreated you. And some of them will return not for relationship, but for repentance. Let me deal with them. You don't need to carry that anymore. You are stepping into divine clarity. You'll no longer feel uncertain every time you make a decision. You'll no longer second-guess your own voice. That hesitation you felt, it's leaving. That fear of making the wrong move, it's gone. I am releasing confidence into your core. You will trust yourself again because you are listening to me again. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, clear debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Comment Amen if you're receiving this clarity. You're not lost. You're not confused. You're being reset. And this reset is holy. You will notice a shift in how people treat you. Some will honor you suddenly. Some will avoid you. Don't be alarmed. Your anointing is becoming visible, and my presence in your life is becoming undeniable. Those who carry darkness will feel it, and those who carry light will be drawn to it. I will make you magnetic to what's pure and invisible to what's corrupt. You're not in hiding anymore, but you are still hidden from harm. That's the beauty of divine favor. It makes you visible to the right ones and invisible to the wrong ones. You won't need to protect yourself like you used to. I've assigned warriors to do that for you. You will no longer have to beg to be seen. You will no longer shrink yourself to be accepted. I'm teaching you to stand tall, not with pride, but with the peace that comes from knowing who you are and whose you are. She tried to steal your reflection. She tried to rob your smile, but I've returned it, and this time it's rooted in truth. Your beauty is not just skin deep, it's soul deep, and it shines brighter now than it ever did before her interference. Don't chase revenge. Don't entertain bitterness. That's how she wins. You're too far ahead now to look back. Your glow will be your justice. Your joy will be your answer. Your peace will be your sword. I've written your name on doors she didn't even know existed. You'll be invited into rooms where your story will speak louder than your resume. You'll be given opportunities that make no sense to others, but to me, they've been scheduled all along. The witch thought she ruined you, but all she did was reveal how powerful you are when I'm with you. And beloved, I've never left your side. You are walking proof that darkness never wins. You are the evidence of my faithfulness. You are the testimony I will use to awaken others who are still trapped. Your life will become a lighthouse, not loud, not flashy, but steady, true, and always pointing people back to me. Comment, Amen. If you feel your spirit finally resting, that's not just a good day. That's my presence settling everything that's been trembling inside you. The shaking has stopped. The confusion has been silenced. The fear no longer has a voice. She didn't just want your peace. She wanted your future. She aimed her darts at everything I placed ahead of you. She tried to create delays, detours, even dead ends, but I never stopped building what I promised. Every time she tried to block it, I rooted it. Every time she tried to curse it, I covered it. And now everything she tried to destroy is being placed back in your hands. You won't have to beg for what's next. You won't have to chase after blessings. They're chasing you now. You're no longer in survival mode. You're in the overflow. The season of spiritual poverty is over. I'm restoring your light, your laughter, your language. You'll speak with hope again. You'll dream with clarity. You'll believe again, not in man, but in me. Comment 111. If you're ready to be chased by favor, not luck, not coincidence, favor. Appointments made in heaven, breakthroughs formed in secret, miracles meant only for you. You thought you lost years, and yes, the pain made the time feel wasted. But what she stole in time, I'm returning in pace. What you should have received in years, I will release in days. And what once felt like a never-ending wait will now feel like wave after wave of answered prayers. You don't owe her an explanation. You don't owe anyone an apology for surviving, for thriving, for stepping into your glow. They might not understand how you got here, but I do. I saw every tear, every quiet prayer, every moment you stayed, silent when you could have retaliated. I saw your restraint, and I'm rewarding you publicly. Don't be surprised when people you never thought would reach out begin to say something told me to talk to you. That's me. That's how I restore what others tried to ruin. I'm changing how people perceive you, not with manipulation, but with truth. And this time it will stick. The witch didn't just curse you. She tried to mark your bloodline, but I've stepped into that too. I've erased the marks. I've undone the rituals. I've reached back into generations and removed the hand of darkness. This isn't just your freedom. It's your family's too. Comment 22. If you receive this for your bloodline, your children, your siblings, your parents, your future, they are all under my covering now. What touched you won't touch them. What confused you won't confuse them. You were the one chosen to break this. You are the interruption to every generational curse. You are the answer to someone's prayers that were prayed long before you were born. You are the fulfillment of promises made before her witchcraft ever began. That's why the warfare was so intense. That's why the attacks felt personal, because the enemy knew if you ever made it to this point, you'd change everything. And now you have. Your environment will change. Your emotions will stabilize. Your appetite will shift. Things you once craved, attention, validation, chaos, will lose their taste. You're evolving. You're elevating. You're becoming who I always knew you were under the rubble. She cannot follow you where I'm taking you. She cannot mimic the purity I've placed in your spirit. She cannot undo what I've sealed. Her assignment is over. Her power has expired, and her name will never be tied to yours again. Not in this next chapter, not in the story I'm still writing. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. but the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This is not just survival. This is success in its most sacred form. The kind that doesn't just build things, but builds people. And you are being built brick by brick into something that will never fall again. Your body is healing. You'll feel it soon. The tightness in your chest, the stress in your shoulders, the tension behind your eyes, all of it is leaving because your nervous system has been in a constant state of fight, and now it can rest. You're safe now. Your spirit knows it. You will look back at this time and remember it as the turning point. Not the end of something painful, but the beginning of something powerful. You have stepped into a divine timeline. Every second from now is accounted for. Every step from here is surrounded by angels. Every breath you take will be lighter, stronger, deeper. Comment 333. If you declare your faith in this final reset, this time it's not temporary. This time nothing will pull you back in. I've shut the door behind you, and no force seen or unseen can drag you through what I just delivered you from. She tried to disguise herself in kindness. She tried to mix false light with real words. She used smiles, compliments, even prayers as a mask. But I've stripped the disguise, and now when you look at her or even think of her, your spirit will feel what you couldn't sense before. You'll see the truth that I've uncovered. I allowed her to be close for a reason. I needed you to see how real warfare looks, because now your discernment is sharper, your instincts are stronger, your connection to me is no longer blocked. She thought she was winning while you were breaking, but she didn't know I was building you in the breaking. I want you to hear this clearly. You are not hard to love. You are not too much. You are not broken. You are just in a body that's carried too much spiritual weight. And I am releasing you now, releasing you from the people who couldn't see your value, releasing you from the opinions that shaped your insecurities, releasing you from the lies that told you to shrink. Comment 555. If you're ready to walk in your full light, not the watered down version, not the masked version, not the tired version, I want the real you, the one she feared, the one who speaks boldly, walks freely, and trusts deeply. You'll notice your voice begin to change, not the sound, but the tone. There will be a new level of authority when you speak. People will stop and listen, not because you raise your voice, but because my spirit will rest on your words. That's how the anointing works. You won't have to force it. You'll just live it. You'll stop tolerating what you used to settle for. That's not pride. That's healing. You'll stop ignoring your instincts. You'll stop saying yes when your soul is screaming no. That's how you protect the gift I placed inside you. It's not selfish to guard what I've restored. She sent assignments into your home. That's why the atmosphere felt heavy. That's why you couldn't concentrate. That's why your emotions were always swinging. But my angels have swept through your space now, and they're not just removing, they're rebuilding.